Growing up, the Holocaust was something I always knew about it. I'm ethnically Jewish, it's part of my history, it's part of my family's story. And so there was never a time, even as a very young child, where I first remember hearing about it. It was something I knew, it was something that happened to my family and my people. And even I have memories of being a little girl and my grandfather showing me old black and white photos of his family and explaining, who their names, what their names were, and which ones of them perished in the Holocaust, and just thinking of these family members that maybe I could have met, maybe I could have known, but that someone else decided to kill because they didn't think their life was worth living, that they didn't think they mattered. And I always thought, if I lived back then, or if I lived during an injustice like the Holocaust or genocide, or just any time where human beings were dehumanized and having their lives taken away, I would do something. And so that was just something that really motivated me and was really strong in my mind from the time I was even 3 or 4 years old. And so growing up and starting to realize that I live in a country where the youngest members of the human family for the first 9 months of their life have no legal protection whatsoever. Realizing that though I never lived during Hitler's time like my grandfather and his relatives and our relatives did, that I lived for 9 months inside my mother's womb where for any reason or no reason at all she could have killed me. And realizing that I lived in a present day injustice, that there were human beings, boys and girls just like me and you, being torn apart in my own neighborhood. I knew that if I thought I would have done something then, or I would have done something in face of injustice, what I would have done was now, what will you do? Because that was what was facing me today. And so to look out and to think, this is my history, I have to say this will never happen again to my people, but that this will never again happen to anybody, any person, any man, woman, or child. What am I gonna do as somebody who's Jewish? Well, I have to speak up now. I have to do something in the face of abortion because, in Canada alone, there's been over 4 million children killed, and it's more than that worldwide. What am I gonna do to end the killing?